Hello, everybody, and welcome to Infantry Outdoors Live. Yours truly, your favorite disabled DJ. I'm DJ Infantry. Hope you guys are having a great one. Hope that your week was good and that you're getting ready for an amazing weekend. A lot of things to talk about on the program tonight, so wherever you are around the world, be sure to give us a thumbs up on the video as if you like this, guys, and you enjoy it. If not, well, hey, no hard feelings. But if you do like it enough to subscribe, be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. 85% of you guys watching are not subscribed. So it doesn't hurt, doesn't do anything to subscribe. Hit that button down below, ring the bells to all notifications so you're notified every time we put out a new video. Tonight on the broadcast, we're going to be talking about fishing line. That is tonight's topic. But before we get started, let me acknowledge our sponsors. First of all, I want to acknowledge our friends at Silver Connections Group. If you're looking to get your website built for your company, if you want to get ranked up higher on Google, good. All right. If you want to get those Google standings higher, you want to get anything to do with social media, let my friends at Silver Connections Group take care of that for you. Or silverconnectionsmobile.com. Also, my friends at Water Purification Products. Now, if you want pure water at your fingertips, let the family run and operated business at Water Purification Products take care of that for you. Whether you live on a well, whether it's your business, whether you're going camping and you just want something to take with you in an RV, they've got it for you. It's pure water at your fingertips. Again, waterpurificationproducts.com. Remember to use promo code Infantry with both of these businesses and you guys will unlock additional savings. So if you'd like to become a sponsor of this live stream or any future live streams, write to us at infantryoutdoors@yahoo.com. Visit our website, infantryoutdoors.com. You can contact us across all social media platforms as Infantry Outdoors. And, well, of course, you know, there's always here. So, Rattle Trap Fishing. How you doing tonight, fam? Good to see you. Good to see you. Let me pull up my chat here. Ooh, that's a little bit too big. All right. How you doing, Rattle Trap? Tonight's topic is, again, fishing line. We're going to jump right into that tonight. And as you guys can see, I posted on the board, the question of the night is, what fishing line do you use and why? Now, before we, Rattle Trap, you're going to be the first one into that. But before we start talking about that, the reason for that I say this is what type is, for those that may not know, there are three types of fishing line, basically. There's monofilament, fluorocarbon, and braided fishing line. Each one of these obviously does something different. Tonight we're going to discuss that. So, Rattle Trap, if you want to put up there what you fish with, and anybody coming in, let me make sure I'm not missing anybody. Yep. Got 3 in the chat. I would like to know what line you use. What do you prefer to use? Some folks use all braid. Some folks use all fluoro. Some folks use all mono. Some folks use a mixture of the 3. Some folks use one with a leader of the other. Obviously, these all have different reasons, and we're going to discuss those. But let's start off with the plastic line, which is what I call it. You have mono and you have fluoro. You have monofilament. It is a mono single plastic filament of line, ranging in different pounds. Now, mono floats. It's plastic. It floats. I use well, I'll tell you what I use afterwards. But then you have fluorocarbon. Okay, again, another plastic line, but fluorocarbon sinks. Okay, you have mono that floats and fluoro that sinks. So you can kind of see, depending on your application, which one would you like to use, mono or fluoro? Are you going to sink or are you going to float? Makes sense, right? Well, remember that fluorocarbon is more brittle, more breakable than monofilament. So there's a give and a take to everything. And you kind of have to decide what your give and your take is and what your application you're going to use. Now, there's no reason you can't use mono to sink. You put a sinker, you're going to sink. Or braid, or I'm sorry, fluorocarbon to, you know, do top water. There's no reason you can't do that. Then you have braid, which is our third class of fishing line. Braided line is just exactly what it says. It's a bunch of fibers braided together, much like a small rope or small string. Braided line is used because it has zero elasticity to it. When you pull on it, it doesn't stretch. Okay? Now, fluorocarbon doesn't stretch either. It has some stretch, but there's not really stretch in fluorocarbon because it's brittle. It's going to break. Then you have mono. Mono has stretch. So in applications where you want a bait to stretch and you want to swing that bait and allow some stretch in that line, that's when you're going to use monofilament. The braid, we use a lot of braid here in Florida because you're throwing in crap. You're throwing in lily pads, brush, cover, grass, and you need to be able to rip your bait out. Or, I throw 20-pound braid on almost everything I have. If you break 20-pound braid, that's serious stuff. And then you're talking about a flipping stick where I've got like 40 or 50-pound braid on it. So depending on the application, again, this is where weight comes into a factor. Every line has a weight, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 20, 25, all the way up to 300-pound braid, 300-pound line. The reason that we use braid too, another reason is you can imagine that monofilament is the heavier the pound line, the thicker diameter the line is going to be. So when you start getting into 30, 40-pound line with monofilament, you'd have a thick monofilament versus a very small piece of braid line. So you would be able to put more braid on that reel than you would monofilament at the same weight level. Section 8, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. Question of the night. What fishing line do you use and why? Do you use mono? Do you use fluoro? Do you use braid? Do you use a combo of the three and why? So back to where we were. You have your three, mono, fluoro, and braid, like I said. Now, braid, we use a lot down here because we have to pull the fish out of stuff. Out of the lily pads, out of the grass. There's a lot of times where we pull, is there bass in that grass? Is the question that we ask a lot because you'll get 15 pounds of grass and then like a 3-pound bass inside of there. You'd swear you were pulling up a damn whale and it's just a little 3-pound bass, but he's got so much grass wrapped around him that, but that's one of the biggest reasons we use braid down here. If you were to use mono, it would stretch and break. If we were to use fluoro, for sure it would break. You can't be, throwing that kind of stuff in there. Now, I use a cross between the two. I use what's called Yozuri hybrid line. It is a plastic line, but it's braided innards with a monofilament casing, basically. I like it. It's very strong, very durable. It doesn't have a lot of line memory to it. But that's what I use for my plastic lines. Braid, I use Cast King, I use spider wire, and that's it.
Section 8 says, good buddy, I run braid, almost all braid. I only use mono and panfish. Same here, you're not ripping lips with mono.
No.
And Rob says cheers, and Coyote says howdy.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Happy Friday. So glad to have you guys with us. Rob and Coyote, my question of the night to you guys is, when you go fishing, what line do you
Rob
use?
Rob says, I use Cast King braid.
That's all you use is just braid, Shiner guy? Now, I will tell you this. On my poles, as you guys seen, if you haven't seen, go back and watch the video on the rods and stuff like that where I showed you the rods that I have and the way that I have them set up. I have my Texas rig on braid. I have my wacky rig on braid. Or no, I have my wacky rig on the hybrid line. Again, I'm not using mono, and I'm not using fluoro. I'm using Yozuri hybrid, where it has limited stretch, and it is really strong as hell. So check that out if you guys are interested. But the reason I use the plastic lines is for baits that I know I need a little bit of stretch. Crank baits, moving baits, swim baits, so that when the fish hits it, it's not a dead set that you actually sweep, even like a spinner bait, sweep it. Jerk baits for sure I like using plastic line. Braid, I always tend to seem to have the braid get caught up in the troubles, and I spend more time picking the braid out of the troubles.
Says he uses all braid. He's shifting to mostly 30 pounds. He still uses 50 on his shiner pole.
Yeah. Well,
Ryan says it's whatever is cheapest at Walmart.
That's what I'm talking about.
Section 8 says also Floro stretches too much here with my heavy sets.
Yeah. Well, braid. Look, braid is the way to go 9 times out of 10. But when you're throwing, I was tournament fishing, so I was throwing a variety of baits. Some of the baits you actually want some of that bend. You want some of that in the hook set, because if you were to drive it, it would rip it right out of its mouth. Whereas he's gonna bite it, and you're just going to set it. I mean, you're gonna set as hard as you can, but the parabolic bend of your rod plus the stretch of the line, like on a spinner bait, gives you better hookups. There's a whole science to it, which I am not smart enough to go into.
Rob says
But
he orders his braid online in big spools over 500 yards.
yeah, I've started doing that too. Like I actually got some. What you guys seen with the new casting setups? I went into the colored lines, like the Razor bait caster that I have. I have Power Pro Red. I had to go Power Pro because nobody really had the colors I was looking for. So Power Pro, I went with the red to match the rod and reel, and then the green. I ended up getting Cast King's grass green line, and I put that on my spinning casters. And when my bait caster in that series runs out, I'll restring it with that green too.
He had to accessorize.
Yeah, I just thought it would look really cool. Might as well. I needed line anyway, so I did that, and then I bought black casting line to go on everything else that wasn't, green or red. Um, Trick for you guys, when you want to do like you're accessorizing your rods and reels and stuff like that, and you want to have green line or you want to have hyper yellow line, or you want to put something on there that we all know damn good and well the fish are going to see. Here's a little pro tip for you: keep a Sharpie in your tackle box at all times, and do this with any line that you have, even moss green or any of that. Take your black Sharpie, pull your line, your bait all the way to the bottom of your pole. And if you want to double this, that's fine. But I always do a rod's length, so 6 foot, 7 foot, whatever your rod is. Mine are 7 foot, so I'll have a 7 foot worth of leader, and I'll set the pole down, and I'll stretch it out, and I'll take that marker, and I'll just run it all the way down the line. This way, you can still have your high vis line, you can still have your colored line, and you're still making the line invisible to the fish, because black line is the way to go. The fish don't see it, they don't pick up on it, and just run a black Sharpie down. And a tip from the pros, man. I actually had a fishing pro, MLF pro, was the one that told me that. He's like, dude, just keep a black Sharpie and you can put any color line you want on that reel. Run yourself a black leader and you're good to go. So, let me know what you guys think of that tip. Does anybody else do that here? Anybody know that one?
Those of you coming in, don't forget to smash that thumbs up, share out the live.
Oh yeah, I actually had to do that.
2,000 hours away from watch time goal. So come on, guys, let's get that watch time up.
Yeah, we're halfway there, man. I can't believe it. We're 2,000. I like this new Creator Studio app that they got going on, where you can actually change and
Is that you doing that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have control now.
Okay. Excuse me.
So, oh hell, what was I saying? You messed up my thought.
I don't know. Rattle Trap says try lean big game 14. Section 8 says I run a 180 number Floro leader in black. Talking about leaders and smashing thumbs up and your hours.
Oh yeah, my hours. The new app, that's what it was. The new studio app where you can actually check and see where you are at 365. I think that's pretty cool. And they stopped showing us the damn time in minutes. Who the hell wants to know anything about minutes when we're chasing hours? But we're halfway there, guys. So share us out. Again, we do this every Friday night from 10 p.m. until you guys say when. It's a different topic every week. You can always be part of the conversation. And if you have a specialty in the outdoors that you would like to come up and be a guest on and speak about your knowledge, then please reach out to us. We'd like to have you as a guest. But again, make sure that you are knowledgeable in your field so that we can come up here and share knowledge and share information with everybody here on the Friday night program. That's what it's here about. Now, what were you saying about Section 8?
He said pound Mrs. DJ. This bump.
All right, so I guess some of you guys know about the leader then. Trilene Big Game 14, okay. And number 6, okay.
Section 8 says,
I
I'm in
run
a
a
motel
100.
room or I'd come up.
What?
Section 8 says, I'm in a motel room or I'd come up.
Oh.
You can come up without being on video if you want. You don't have to be on
Be
video.
right back, fam. I'm in a hotel room. Hey, I could be in a hotel room. I could just, right here, I could change it. I could pull up anything you want. We could be anywhere we want to be. I could be on space. I could be.
Your background isn't very tranquil this evening, though.
Yeah, it's very nice. I like it. I've been doing some work on getting some backgrounds and stuff like that. So, got out and do some fishing today. We went to.
Says, I'm sorry, the kids are sleeping. Laugh out loud. Feeling, been there, done that.
Yeah, well, ours probably aren't even sleeping yet. Well, one of them isn't. Hopefully, he is half asleep.
Half of them are.
That's why we have to do the Friday night stream at 10 o'clock, guys. At least in Eastern Standard Time. It works great for you guys in California. It's like, 7 o'clock? But we have kids, and even though I have this studio room that was, part of why we moved up here to have this area, I can't do it with the kids because they want to be on YouTube too, and they want to be part and poke their nose in and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's the reason stream became 10 o'clock.
How's the dead animals on the walls coming? Slow. Only the bear. The bear is the only.
Yeah, I've only got Flo the bear. If anybody has, we'll remind you, if anybody has any mounts, any dead animals, any mounts that you're just tired of, you want to change out, you just don't want anymore. We would love to take part and take them off of your hands and proudly hang them up in our house. We'll even put a placard with them of who you are, when you got the animal, and where it was harvested, which I think would be really cool. So that if you guys ever come up and collaborate here or come down here in Florida, you'll have a little part here at the house that you can be like, hey, yeah, there's my bear, there's my duck, there's, whatever. Our P.O. Box is dropped down below, but you can always write to us, guys. It's P.O. Box 1944, Lake City, Florida, 32056, Infantry Outdoors.
Like you're stuttering. I was like, don't look at me, I don't know.
I had to think about that for a second, because I don't really give out the P.O. Box very often. It's only here for YouTube, basically. But yeah, that P.O. Box, again, if you guys missed it, is Infantry Outdoors, P.O. Box 1944, Lake City, Florida, 32056. Yeah, that's where you can send it. And we'll definitely make a thank you video. We'll hang it up on the wall. Like I said, I'll even make a little plaque to go with it with your name or your YouTube channel's name, the date that you killed it, and what state, you killed it in. I think that would be pretty cool. I'm going to do that with Flo the Bear, too, because he was killed in Scacciatone. So, yeah, I'm from Scacciatone. Do you know what that is? Everything's on steroids but his voice. Oh, man. Watch too much TV. Can anybody tell me what movie that's from? Let's see how good you guys are. We got 6 people in the house.
5 thumbs up.
5 thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Make them equal.
Yeah, smash the thumbs up there, family.
Share it out. Watch the videos. Give us the hours we need to reach the 2,000 we need.
Yeah, we need 2,000 more watch out, but we'll get there. Anybody check out the video here in the chat that came out this week? The scope video. That thing is so cool. I can't wait to put that to good use. I really can't wait to put that to good use. So yeah, back to the line thing. I pretty much covered all of that. And everybody that has came in has already covered that. So we could talk about anything y'all want to bring up, like we do every Friday. From here on out is basically open forum. One thing I did want to mention is some folks do use a combination of those lines where it might be braid to fluoro, braid to mono, in the verse of a leader. Like I explained where I color my leader off the braid and just leave it braid. Some people will tie an actual 10-15 foot piece of mono or fluoro to the braid to make a leader line. I kind of just don't see the point in that. I think it's a waste of time, at least for me, to tie that knot and put that piece of line on there. The chain is only as strong as its weakest link, and that on a piece of braid would be the weakest link. I don't see, if you have finicky fish, then just fish Floro or fish mono. Why the hell tie it to braid? I just don't understand that part, but that's just me. Tomato, everybody does everything differently, to each his own. But I just don't understand it. But there are people that tie mono with a uni knot or, double surgeon's knot, things like that. If you're one of them people, let me know why the heck you do it, because I don't know. Or drop it in the comments, or, whatever. I would like to know. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, Linky Poo is up if anybody wants to come hang out. If you want to pop up on the stream and talk about some limey stuff, come right ahead. Oh, and I'm sober tonight. Maybe that's my problem. The headache's gone, though. That's a good thing.
That's a good thing. So. Talk about going fishing today?
Oh, yeah, we went fishing today. Went over to Alligator Lake. Place over here near us. And yes, there were alligators there. Didn't see them, but I heard them. Took the kayak out, used a new kayak box, and I decided instead of using a seat, because if anybody has an Ascend kayak from Bass Pro Shop and you sit in the seat, you're quickly going to realize that your seat is way too low. I don't like it for that. That's the only thing I don't like about it. So this time around, I said, the heck with it. I took the seat out and I just put the cooler in there. And I sat up on the cooler. I liked it better, but it did make the kayak feel a whole lot tippier. So, I don't know. Maybe I need to take like half that height and somehow bring my seat from the kayak, get some pipes or something, some PVC, and raise it to half that height, because I got to get a happy medium where I could comfortably stand up and sit down and paddle the kayak, which I can paddle the kayak from the, I mean, it's all possible, but turning around to get a rod, yeah, that was kind of dangerous. But I had 2 bites, and that was it. I had one, I think it was on the bed, and I threw the worm. Since I can't see the beds, I couldn't tell you. But I did, I was popping it. I had a Texas ring. I was popping it. I popped it. And I popped. Wait a minute. No, I'm not stuck. That's a fish. And when I went to set it, it ripped right out of its mouth. So I don't know if the fish didn't have it, or maybe it was just taking it off the bed to move it somewhere, or I don't know. The other one I had would have been on a swim bait. I was throwing a Gambler Big Easy on a swim bait hook, belly weighted, just buttering along, and I had a blow up on it, but nothing committed. One of them days. But at least I got out. Got out for a good couple hours.
Pretty cool though.
It was nice. As we were leaving, you could hear the alligators. Oh. Sound like a big old one too, from the sound of it. And of course, smart me goes out on the kayak to a place called Alligator Lake, knowing there's alligators, and I left my pew pew at home. Real smart.
Invested in a paddleboard.
Yeah, and here's another fun thing we got. We bought a paddleboard today, so be interesting. The wife has been wanting a paddleboard forever, so she got one. It even comes with a little seat.
Inflatable paddleboard.
And it's an inflatable one, so we can just throw it in the back of the truck. And I'm actually going to be getting myself a roundabout. I know you guys have heard me talk about it. Rob's probably going to make fun of me or whatever, but I'm getting a roundabout. The kayak thing is great and everything. I like it. I kind of want to hand that down to my son to let him do it. I mean, it's pretty much all done. I even ordered the anchor trolley for it today, or the other day. It should be here Monday, and a couple other pieces for it. But that's pretty much ready to go. But the roundabout for me, as far as what I do with YouTube, will be a much better platform than the kayak. Now I can still get to the same places as the kayak, so that's the thing here. The roundabout can run in pretty much the same water as the kayak, with the bonus
Rob
of.
says Ted loves his roundabout.
Oh, man, they're. I'm telling you, they're. Listen, I can put two back. It has a battery compartment. Okay, this was what I was getting to. It has a trolling motor. Paddling a kayak is great, But after a while, you know, when you're trying to fish in winds and you have to paddle, 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 fish, paddle, 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 to keep yourself where you are, or drop anchor. That's the other thing. You have to drop anchor. And if you, when you move spots, you got to drop anchor again. Hence why I'm getting the anchor trolley. The It's fun. Don't get me wrong. I like the kayak, but again, for YouTube, I want to film and fish. I can't film, fish, and paddle, and I don't have a pedal kayak. For to buy a pedal kayak, I'm just gonna buy a roundabout that has a damn trolling motor on it. It just makes better sense. Not to mention, I have the compartments. You have 3 compartments plus a battery compartment. Now, 3 big compartments that you can open up. I can put my camera gear. I can put, excuse me, I can put my tackle, all of that stuff, and it's just gonna be a whole new little game-changing toy for the channel. So, by the way, speaking of that, if you guys want to help out the channel, for those of you that are here and are always here, you know how to do that. You can always donate to us at the PayPal address above, paypal.me/Infantry Outdoors. Everything is always linked in the description down below, along with our gear, our merchandise, our rods, reels, sponsors, our partner programs, all of that stuff. Now, the sponsors, we are going to be removing the name after this week of sponsors. We're now going to rightfully call them advertisers, per se. So our advertisers are listed down below. And again, if you'd like to advertise with our program, our live stream, product reviews, things like that, reach out to us at infantryoutdoors@yahoo.com or check out our website.
Rob says, I get tired of bailing out my leaky John boat. I put 1,100 gallon per hour bilge pump on that sucker.
Check out our website, guys. On our website, you'll be able to find all of our contact information, social media, merchandise, everything like that, and all that good sort of stuff. Oh, and by the way, I ordered a stream deck that should be here Sunday or Monday, that I'm hoping all of this crap that I'm doing over here that I need to look at, that I'll have a little pad that I can just hit buttons and all of this stuff will do it for me. I hope. I haven't seen that it works with StreamYards. I have seen that it works with Streamlabs OBS. I don't want to change what I'm using because I like this, but I don't know. But I do want to be able to do new, cooler stuff, and the stream pad will enable me to not have to do all of this. I'll just have it right here, boop, things like that. So, Streamlab or StreamPad coming up. StreamPad, I think that's what it's called. Stream Deck. Stream Deck is the name of it. Elgato Stream Deck. And again, like I say, if you guys ever want to donate and help out the program, all donations and all advertisers are recognized in our upcoming programs and live streams. So, for advertising sake, you can advertise in the live stream. You can advertise in the weekly program. You can, if you have a business and you want to do a product review, we have things for that. So, let me know in either comments or reach out to us via DM or email, any of that stuff, and we'll be able to get back to you on that. So.
In your next video, you got coming out to Crucible video.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some metal melting videos here coming up for you guys, the next couple of videos. So the next video you'll see from me will be preparing a crucible for melting, and getting it ready to be able to do that stuff. I've always had a thing with soda cans and recycling soda cans, and now I'm growing and I got the house and property here that I can do things like have a foundry and melt things at 2,000-3,000 degrees and pour them without having
fire.
Yeah, I get to play with fire basically, and it's a good thing. But essentially what I do is I take the soda cans and I melt them down into bars or into muffins or whatever, and then I have currently, like, I think we're at 10 pounds of pure aluminum, 9 or 10 pounds of pure aluminum, which when I go to the recycle center, my goal is, what I used to do is save the cans all year long and it would pay for Christmas. Well, now I'll save the ingots all year long and it'll pay for Christmas. So, plus we've been melting down like foil. If you have the dinners that you buy, your family size dinners, and they come in the metal oven trays, you just clean that out, roll it up. You don't have to clean it out 100% either, because the furnace will incinerate everything when you put it into there, and you just scoop out the grass, the crap, top it off, and you have pure, nice aluminum. So that's coming up. Anybody doing any fishing this weekend? What's going on with you guys? Comments are very slow and spring. Yeah, it's spring break for us here in North Florida. Don't know what I'm gonna do with the kids. The wife has to work, so everything we do is gonna have to be morning time based for sure. Tomorrow. Yes, we are going to the gun show tomorrow.
Excuse me.
No, we can say gun show because that's what it is. They allow those on here. You guys see the videos. So we're going to the gun show tomorrow. I'm going to be in the market for a few things, to be honest with you. I want a 410 shotgun. You guys know well, if you don't know, those of you that know me know I carry a 410 pistol. I want a 410 regular shotgun so I can take my son squirrel hunting and rabbit hunting and things like that, and to get him into shotguns. I also want to get a rhino. If any of you know about the Chippewa rhino, the white rhino, the black rhino, I want a rhino. The rhino is the revolver where the barrel is down here, not up here. And imagine it's a revolver, so you still have the cylinder and everything. If you've ever seen the movie Justice League, that is the pistol that, or what's the one before Justice League? Harley Quinn's revolver is a Chippewa rhino. That's one that I want. We're going to be looking for ammo at normal, reasonable prices. Excuse me. I'm just looking around in general. I mean, what I've noticed up here at the gun shows are not what the one that we've been to isn't anything like down south where it's like rows and rows and rows of guns. It's like row, 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 you're done. Row, row, row. You like that? Row, 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 you're done. You don't even get a gun. But, got some more ammo this week at Walmart. That was a good thing. I got 2 boxes. You're only allowed 2 boxes, so I got my 2 boxes of the 7.62. And no, it's not for AR. It is for a 308. I thought it was so funny. I posted that. How many people were like, oh, that's AR ammo. It's not AR ammo. It's 308. 308 is also chambered in 7.62. However, 7.62 cannot fire a 308. Just like a 38 special cannot fire 357 Magnum, but 357 Magnum can fire 38 special. Pretty neat, huh? Education for your mind.
Rob says, catch you guys later. I worked 65 hours already this week. Have another 11-hour day tomorrow.
Hot dog.
Work hard, Rob. Make that money.
How are your comments coming in before mine? Oh, there we go. I just got it. All right, brother. Have a good one. Rob, man, I'll have to call you, man. We will start planning something. My boat is down. The lower is an issue, and I got to find somebody to take care of that. But I will let you guys know, or I'll let you know when I get it going, so we can definitely hit the water. But have a good night, brother. Be safe. 4 people watching, and we're only a half hour into the show. Wow, and I got nothing else to say. So unless something happens here, guys, or you guys got something you want to talk about, we'll go ahead and wrap it up early tonight because I got to get up early to go to the gun show. If anybody has any questions about line, anybody has any comments about line that you guys want to, there's only 4 of you. But for those watching on the replay, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, you can either drop it down below in the comments, or you can always write to us at infantryoutdoors@yahoo.com. Again, all of our information is in the description down below, so feel free to reach out to us. Also, again, if you guys want to be a guest, if you're a channel that has knowledge in a particular field and you like to be a guest on one of our Friday night broadcasts, please reach out to us.
Hello, everyone.
Fishing Trucker, how you doing tonight, brother? I'm going to hit you up with the question of the night, which is, what line, fishing line, mind you, do you use and why? Is it mono, Floro, or Braid, or a combination of the 3? Let us know in the comments below what your line of choice is. So, but yeah, if you guys know, if anybody watching the replay wants to be part of this broadcast, we do it every Friday night from 10 p.m. till we say when.
Fishing Trucker says Braid.
Braid, okay, another Braid. Exclusive Braid, or do you throw Braid most of the time, but you got the 1 or 2 poles with Floro or mono on it? We're always looking for guests, guys. We do this every Friday from 10 p.m. to when, and each week we do a different topic. It could be about anything outdoors related. So we, hunting, fishing, hiking, biking, whatever it might be. Like I said, tonight we talked about a lot of things. The wife got a paddle board. We may do a whole thing on paddle boarding. There's a lot we can talk about in the outdoors. So keep that in mind. You can always reach out to us and be a guest here on the program. Man, I don't know why I got such an itch right here for some reason.
Fishing Tracker says 95% braid. I like that it has low memory.
Now, I use braid for mostly everything, but when I do use plastic line, I use hybrid. It's Yozuri hybrid line. It has like an inner of braid, of plastic, obviously, and then the outer coating like monofilament would. It has limited stretch. It's really strong, and I've been throwing it for like 2 years. You can grab it at Walmart. It's not really that expensive. You can get a nice big roll of it. But just throwing that out there for you guys if you want to use the brand. Yeah.
Okay, Foraging and Adventure says hello, hello.
Hey-oh, A-okay. That's Tack and Brenda. How you doing tonight? Hope everything is A-okay. Yeah. Tack and Brenda, when you go fishing, what is your favorite line of choice? Is it braid?
You said, what's it called? Fishing Tracker said, what's it called?
Yozuri.
Yozuri hybrid.
Yozuri hybrid line.
You're asking A-okay what they're...
Oh, A-okay. Yeah, the question of the night. I'm sorry. Too many things going on at one time. The question of tonight for you is, what fishing line do you use when you go fishing? Mono, braid, or fluorocarbon? And why? Why do you prefer it? Maybe it's the type of fishing you do. If you want, in the second drawer in there, you could grab one of those Yozuri rolls. I can show them what it is.
In the blue bin?
Yeah, in the blue bin. Should be the second drawer down. I'll get a roll real quick and show you what it is. But it's all I have on my rods that I use. Again, I use the plastic line with like swim baits, spinner baits, jerk baits. Those are particular ones. Jerk baits, I use plastic line more over on braid because as you're doing the jerk of the bait, the braid line tends to get fouled up in the treble hooks. When you're using plastic line, even though both lines float, when you're using the plastic style line, it doesn't foul
it's
up.
It's a fluorocarbon nylon hybrid.
Okay, so yeah. This is what it looks like.
Hi, Fishing Trucker. He said hello, producer.
Oh, no, not that way. Everything's always backwards on your camera. There we go.
You're good, but you can't read because of the glare. Oh, there you go.
I can even come closer.
There you go.
All right, and I got it in 10 and 15 pound is what I use. This is 15 pound, but it's really good line. I mean, trying to find an end of it. When you look at it or when you look through it, you'll see like braid and then the clear coating.
For those coming in, don't forget to smash that thumbs up, share the live, tell everyone to say hello.
There we got here, Fishing Trucker, A-okay. So A-okay, what was your answer? What was the answer on that? What fishing line do you use when you go fishing? Do you use mono? Do you use Floro? Do you use braid? What do you use? What do you use?
Fishing Trucker says, I will give it a shot. Always looking for better.
Yeah, I mean, and here's the thing now. You get it Wally World. You don't have to go to like Dick's or Bass Pro. Or, I mean, they have it. Yozuri is a known name, mind you. But the fact I can pick it up at my local Walmart, and you've seen this big reel, this lasts me a while, and I string up the kids. The kids and the wife are using this, plus myself. So all the plastic lines in the house get strung up with this stuff. And then for braid, again, I use casking, I use spider wire, and I recently had to buy Power Pro because I wanted red, and they were the only one I could find in red to match one of the rods. But they even have spider wire has a camo that I want to get to put on my Lose American Hero camouflage rod. So yeah, you could be like bougie like me and match your stuff and still have a good time. I just thought it would be cool, you know, because I've got the Lose Mock series and it has the hyper green on it. To have a green line to go with it would just, and it does. It looks really good.
Bish C Red.
What is it?
Fishing Trucker says Bish C Red.
C Red. I don't remember what color it was, to be honest with you.
But you do have the black lead on your lines.
Right, and again, this is a trick that, now here at Fishing Truck, I don't know if you know this trick. If you want to use like high vis yellow, or in my case, high grass green, or the red, put a black Sharpie in your tackle box and just leave it there. And what I always do is I'll pull a rod length's worth of line out, and I'll set that rod over here, and I'll hold this taut over here, and I'll take the Sharpie and I'll just color the whole leader essentially in black. The fish can't see it when it's black. Then that still leaves you the red line without having to tie a leader knot, without having to tie separate leader, which I don't even understand why people tie mono to braid or fluoro to braid, or why don't you just use braid? I don't get it. Unless you want it to sink, then you use fluorocarbon. So that's my secret. That's my little trick of the tip of the week.
Trucker says very true.
Yeah, you just color the line out with black marker, and you're good to go. And then you could do this 2 rod. If you think 7 foot of leader isn't enough, double it up, go out 2 feet. 14 feet of leader. It's just gonna roll up in your reel. It's not gonna matter. You're still gonna have that red line, green line, yellow line, blue line, purple line, whatever your line you want. But now you can hide that line simply by sharpieing it out. Tip that they actually use in the pros. So.
Smash that thumbs up, share it out, watch some videos.
Yeah, make sure you guys check out the new video. The new video is the Game Changer, the rifle scope. We are halfway in our hours, which again, I'm not rushing to get my 4,000 hours. When it happens, it's going to happen. I do want to thank you guys for all of the support. Be sure to hit the thumbs up. That's the big thing. The more thumbs up we get, the more the algorithm focuses on us and puts us out there. So if you want to subscribe, great, but hit that thumbs up. That's more important than anything. It lets YouTube know that we're doing a good job, that you guys like it, and they'll start promoting us more.
Fishing Trucker says great tip of the day.
Great tip of the day. Thank you, bud. Tomorrow, off to the gun show. Hopefully, gonna get me some new pew-pews. Something. Ammo. Yeah. The one thing we can count on, that every time we go to any gun show, we get some jerky. So if they ain't got jerky at this one, hey, I might just have to leave the guns and just go home. But I did manage to find ammo this week at Walmart. I got 2 boxes of 7.62. I haven't found any 308. I had to actually, the 2 boxes of 308 I ordered before I went hunting, and I've been holding on to them. But I got a bunch of 7.62, so I can always go to the range, or whatever. But we do have a variety of pew-pews in the house that I have to go through when I get done with the stream, and basically how many boxes do we have of this, how many boxes do we have of that, and probably get a few boxes of this and that while I'm there too. But I would like to find a 410 shotgun for squirrel hunting with my son, rabbit hunting, stuff like that. I would like a Chippewa rhino. I would like a cowboy action revolver. I'm not picky, but listen, I am. I have certain ones, and my wife will tell you that when it comes to firearms, I have certain ones that I want. I don't own an AR. I don't want an AR. Everybody's got one. I want different stuff. Things that stand out. When you look at it, you're like, whoa, what is that? Oh, well, that's my this and this, and that's what I like about it. So something's really going to have to spark my eye. There's quite a few guns the pew-pews I do want to get, but they're going to have to like find me, if that makes sense. Because I don't really need one. I do want a 410. That we're on the hunt for. But everything else is just, it has to jump out the cabinet and go, hey, come here. If not, I'm going to be like, all right, well, yeah. Because, I got what I got. And I'm happy with what I got. Everything is like a tool. I don't need any more tools right now because the toolbox is full. But there's always room for more tools when you need them. So, just my thoughts. So, Anybody got anything else they want to talk about? Anything they want to discuss?
Anyone got anything coming up?
Anything coming up? Because I think with
5 watching.
6 in the chat, not counting the producer, makes 5. We ain't got much more to go on. So y'all want to talk about something? Now is the time to put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Oh yeah, put it in the chat. And also, if you got any videos coming out, put that in the chat too. Let me know what's going on. Anybody doing any fishing this weekend? Anybody doing anything this weekend? It's freaking spring break and my wife has to work the whole thing of it. So
Like literally.
it's going to be rough with kids at home.
Make the best of it though. Some mini golf, some fishing, more fishing.
Probably going to be doing a lot of fishing this week. We're going to wear the lakes out. We even have one that we haven't been to yet, Ocean Pond.
And we found a few more today.
That I'd like to go check out because Ocean Pond seems pretty interesting. From what I hear, they have tournaments at this place. But
Ocean Pond, the one off of...
I really want to wait till I order my roundabout and that gets here so that I can actually really go out and do some fishing. I mean, a kayak, I'm going to do that now, but man, when that roundabout gets here, I can't wait. I'm telling you what. I was even thinking about it on the lake today. I'm like, man, this wind is blowing at me. So, you know, when you're in a kayak and you want to fish, at least in a paddle kayak, not a pedal kayak, and I'm not using an anchor, you have to basically paddle as far upwind as you want to go and then turn around and let the wind blow you and back the way that you want to fish. So essentially I had to paddle all the way across the lake and let the wind carry me back so that I could fish. If not, man, you'd be paddling, fish, paddling, fish, paddling, fish.
Fishing Checker says, I'm waiting for it to warm up, hopefully, to fish, hopefully next week.
Oh, nice. Yeah, y'all are
It
so...
was actually pretty cool here, though, today.
Yeah, today, yesterday, and tomorrow, or today and tomorrow, even tomorrow's supposed to be 6 degrees colder than today. We were like hot in the 80s, and then it just dropped yesterday.
Fishing Checker says, I have 2 new rod and reel combos I'm itching to try.
What do you got?
What brand?
What'd you get? I'm still looking, by the way, guys, for the Lose Xfinity Baitcast combo, available only at Walmart.
Oh, I have somebody that's going to help me get that.
So if you can get it, if you can please get it and send it, the P.O. box is down below. If you want me to reimburse you for it, I'm happy to do that plus shipping. We can PayPal that to you. But I am looking for the Lose Xfinity Baitcast combo, available only at Walmart. And you can't order the damn thing either. You have to get it at the store.
I have somebody who works at Walmart that's going to help me get that for you.
So, I have 2 new rod combos. Combo Panda. Well, since she's reading the comments, I can shrink this back down to normal people size. Make my head huge. Do. I'm loving it. Keep going. I don't know what size it's supposed to be. Bum, bum. Yeah, man. You guys can see from my rod video, it's pretty much lose all the way in this house now. You know, even
Team Lose.
Yep, Team Lose.
Kevin Fink says hey.
And if anybody from Lose wants to work with me, please reach out to her brother.
Kevin Fink says hey.
Kevin Fink, how you doing? Oh wait, Kevin Fink. That's Brandon's friend, I think. Is it? No. Yeah, I'm here.
Not Kevin.
Yeah, that's the name he's on right now. That's Craig.
Okay. Fishing Trucker says lose custom XP and a 6-gill Wraith Cypress. XP, custom XP. Do you have the custom XP? No, not yet.
That's the one you won't let me buy yet. That's a lot of money.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the big boy lose rod right there. He got.
I want the blue one.
Yeah.
No.
But now I do have I have the Mach 2 speed spool that was like 2 something, and I've got.
Says yeah.
Huh?
He says yeah. Kevin Fink says yeah.
Yeah, that's Craig.
Oh, okay. What's up, buddy?
Man, what is the name of that orange one I have in the truck? I can never think of it. The Lose something another.
Hold on.
Mock Crush.
No, not the Mod Crush. That's the green one.
No, the Mock Crush is orange.
The Laser Pro.
No, that's the red one. Hold on, where's my phone? I'll tell you what you
The
want.
Bass Show says, I came to the right home. Fishing Live. Yes, sir. Welcome
Lose
to the
fishing
show,
rods.
Mr. The Bass Show. Tonight we are talking line.
We are talking about line. Oh yeah, and let's hit you up with that question. What tonight's question is: what line do you use and why? Mono, Floro, Braid, a combo of 3. Please drop it in the comments below so that you can participate in
Fishing Trucker says
tonight's. The Mach 2, that's the green black one.
No, he has the orange one.
I'm gonna tell you. Hold on.
He's got orange. He's got red.
Hold on.
He's got every color that was possible.
Yeah, I've got almost all of them except for Hank. I don't have Hank Parker. I don't have. He has the Lose. You have the Mach 2 SLP, is what he said.
He said that he has the custom XP. Yeah.
Okay, it's not the Mach Smash because I don't have that one yet.
No, not the Crush either.
Who's Mach Pro? Come on, where are you?
Bass Show says he uses Braid and there is a line for everybody, buddy.
Exactly.
Everything.
Exactly. I mean, there is, but
Everybody has a preference and a favorite.
right. Tomatoes. Laser TSX. Why can I not find it?
For those of you coming in,
Hit that
smash
thumbs up.
share out that live, let everyone know we are here every Friday night doing this fun, exciting show for you.
I think it is the Crush.
Topwater Bass Show uses a Braid, 20-pound Topwater, definitely.
There you go. Mach Crush
Listen,
SLP.
halfway
No.
to getting that monetization. Let's get it.
Yeah, we're working toward them hours, guys. So help out any way you can. Watch a video, watch a playlist. Start from the beginning, get to know us. We do this every Friday night, by the way. If you're just tuning in, I'm DJ Infantry, the host of Infantry Outdoors. We're here every Friday night from 10 o'clock until you guys say when. Each week we talk about a different topic, and we're always looking for folks to come up and be part of our guest panel. So if you have an expertise in a particular outdoor area and you'd like to come up and talk about it, let us know. Reach out to us either on social media, drop comments below here. Visit us at infantryoutdoors.com. You'll be able to find all of our social media, merch, and all that stuff. Be sure to like the video, give us a thumbs up, and if you like to, subscribe. We'd love to have you stick around and be part of the family. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to find this rod that I own, and I don't know the name of it.
Fishing Trucker says they have the Smash and the Crush. Bass Show says, and the Braid lets me set the hook. Yes, he was a DJ for 20 plus years, Kevin, in South Florida. He can DJ with the best of them, play the best music.
I've been all over the world playing music.
The Bass Show says, Bass Show was saying hi to Fishing Trucker.
Alright, I think it's the Crush.
Yeah.
Because it's the Smash that I don't have.
Right. It's the Crush that you have.
Oh, the Bass Show shared me out. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. I really appreciate the love. Yeah, so it's probably the Crush. The Mach Crush that I have because I don't have the Smash yet. So I have the Mach Crush bait caster. I don't have the spin caster yet. I've been trying to acquire each, bait caster and spin caster in each one. I'm going to end up having to order my American Hero bait caster because our local Lose doesn't have it in right hand retrieve. Or, yeah, our local Dick's doesn't have it in right hand retrieve, and they don't know when they're going to get it, if they're going to get it, how they're going to get it. So I'll probably just have to order that one. And then they have the blue one that my wife wants, so I'll grab that for her while she's there too. It'll go good with her new blue paddle board, so she can go paddle her ass out there and catch a fish. But yeah, don't forget, guys, I brought up, I don't know if you guys have seen this line yet, the Yozuri hybrid line. Put this back up in the camera for you. Turn it that way. There we go. A little bit closer. Go up. This is what I use for plastic line on every rod, reel that we use plastic line in the house. If it's not this, it's Braid. and it's Cast King braid, spider wire braid. I just got a roll of Power Pro I'm trying out because it came in red. So those are the lines that I use, but majority of Florida fishing is braid. Unless, like I said, jerk bait. I just don't like that my braid gets caught in treble hooks. Some people don't care and they throw it on. I mean, you can throw anything on anything you want. All right. Nobody says that you have to pay. You have to use this roll right here and catch a fish. No, man. It don't work that way. Anybody tells you have to use braid or you have to use Floro or you have to use mono, you need to tell them, well, you have to go throw rocks. That's what you have to do. Because I can fish with whatever I want. The fish don't care how much you pay for your rod. The fish don't care what kind of line you got on there. They don't give a damn how much the lure cost. All they care about is eating your bait and being fooled and thinking that what they're eating is dinner. So keep that in mind. You don't have to spend a fortune to go fish. Anybody that tells you that's a fool, go fish. Tie a string to a stick and put a hook. And go fish. Cane pole it. So, who's fishing this weekend? Anybody?
The Bass Show says, what is the difference in colored braid?
Basically, your preference. Supposedly, fish can't see certain colors. Just like they say I can't see certain things. So this is where I don't believe that. What I believe is if you have super clear water, you're not going to want to throw like a black braid. I mean, you can, but I think the fish would see it. I think with super clear, like these springs up here, for example, I would throw this that disappears in the water. And a lot of times that's what you have to with finicky bass. You have to throw stuff on plastic because the braid is visible. The reason for the colors of the braid is basically user's preference, basically. That's the way I see it. High vis colors, like high vis yellow, high vis green, if you're nighttime fishing, makes it so you can see your line at nighttime. Or see, in my case, I'm blind or visually impaired. A high vis line makes it to where I can see my line better and know where my line is. I don't really fish that way, where I don't look at my line. I fish by feel. But I chose the line color based upon my rod, just to match my rod and to make it look cool. That was it for me. But there are people like cat fishermen will use red because I grew up hearing that buy red hooks, the fish can't see red. Well, if that's the case, then why do we buy red lures during this time of the year? Why do we buy, red shad if they don't see red? Like, it's like you trying to tell me what I can and can't see. You can't do that. I mean, you guess, but.
Bass Show says, hopefully fishing tomorrow. Fishing Trucker says, not fishing until probably Tuesday. We struggled to get 40 today. Bass Show says, fluorocarbon is great too. I just don't like it because it has too much memory.
Yeah, I will give you that with this stuff here, but this one is not as bad as you think. I've had this on spinning outfits that, I don't get line twists and stuff like that. I enjoy this because of that reason. Again, it's not straight fluoro. It is like a...
It's nylon and fluorocarbon combination.
Yeah, nylon fluoro combo, but it's so thin you can't see it. It's braided inside of this line. I don't think y'all are going to be able to see it.
No, it's way too thin.
It's
hard for
way
you to see it. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see it.
Too thin. But inside of here, it's braided. I don't know. But that's what I use. Again, tomatoes, you don't have to do what Infantry does. I'm just
Fishing Trucker
showing
says
you.
red and orange have longer wavelengths, where blue and green are shorter. Easier to see the longer they can see any color. Some a lot easier than others.
But see, here's where...
That's interesting, actually.
But here's where I'm going to put that to you in that light spectrum. That light spectrum only pertains to the clarity of the water for that particular fishery. If you're like Florida is known for chocolate milk. We're known for tannic water, dark water as they call it. So you really have to throw dark baits that almost become basically just silhouettes in the dark water. Now, down south, the bright colored lures like your bright greens, your chartreuses, your oranges, your fire reds, the peacocks will kill them all day. What are you laughing at?
Oh, first of all, okay, hold on. Okay, not laughing at the Basha. The Basha wants to know what the name of the line was. It's Yozuri.
Yozuri. Yozuri hybrid.
Oh, Flo came in.
Flo Dizzle.
He says, "Hi, y'all. Eating edibles. I love chocolate milk."
Yeah, I love chocolate milk too, Flo.
Flo says, "Shh."
You're being too loud. Shh.
He said he sees me.
I'm watching you, Flo. I'm watching you.
Flo Dizzle.
I'm watching every bite you take, every sip of that chocolate milk.
Flo, save some for us. We love you.
Flo, I'm gonna ask you the same question I've asked everybody. What line do you prefer to use? Do you use mono, fluoro, braid, or a combination of all three? And why do you use those baits? I know you're having fun eating and all that stuff, but come on, you got to answer the question, brother. What line do you prefer, mono, braid, or fluoro? And why? Now, knowing Flo fishes in Florida and knowing he's a Floridian like myself, it's probably going to be braid because in Florida, 9 times out of 10, if you're a Florida fisherman, you've got 20-pound braid on your line. 15 at minimum, 20 pound is like standard go-to braid in Florida fisheries. And even heavier, like flipping sticks and frog and flipping sticks. You're talking about 50, 60-pound braids, so that you're guaranteed to rip the damn thing out of that lily pad or grass mat or wherever it is. So, braid camel 30. There you go. See? Oh, and mono suffix. Okay. All right. See you later, Craig. Have a good night, buddy. So you use mono suffix and camel braid. Now, what do you throw on your mono suffix? That's what I would like to know. What are you throwing on your mono line? Because for me, I use this on like twitch baits, jerk baits, flukes, swim baits, things like that. I also use this on my cranking rods, crankbait rods. Because with a crankbait, you can't really set like you can with braid. You want to do a sweep. That's where I was saying earlier in the program that you need that little bit of that stretch in that hook set for crankbaits and things like that so that you don't pull the hooks out of their mouth. On my mono, I throw spinner baits, chatter baits, Carolina rigs, and Rapalas. Fishing trucker. Oh, where did it go? You know, let's start sharing some of these things out now that I know how to do it. Boom. Fishing trucker. Muddy water. Okay, that's Flo's reply. Fishing trucker says, muddy water. They are chasing vibration until they see it. With less light, they get spooked by the bright colors and shiny blades. And muddy water, black or blue, is much better. And that, see, if you come to Florida and fish, okay, I'm going to leave this comment up here. If you come to Florida and fish, you need watermelon red and you need black and blue year round. Then you've got white and your bright like pink for bed season. White works very well in general for like swim baits, and that's really all you need. Frogs are stupidly simple. A fish only sees a frog from the bottom, so either a white belly or a black belly. The rest don't matter. So
Flo says, on my braids, I'm throwing my creature jigs, my heavy cover stuff.
Exactly. And that's what I was talking about. Now, on that, you're throwing heavier braid, I'm guessing, Flo? Because you said 30. So, I mean, you can flip and throw on 30 with that, but I would usually go like 50. Excuse me, on my...
Flo said he's higher than balls. Flo says he's going to try in the morning until the winds are off the lake. Yeah, no, the winds are pretty crazy.
Yeah, the wind. That's what I was saying on the kayak today. Which, by the way, Flo, I'm getting a roundabout. I'm going to get me a little roundabout boat, and you're going to see all the filming upgrades. I went out on the yak today, and we went to Alligator Pond. I had to literally paddle all the way upwind across the lake so that I could let it drift me back and fish the banks. And I only ended up with 2 bites. I didn't even land anything. So
Fishing Trucker says, yeah, I never understood why all the detail on the top of the frog. Yeah, why do you tell the top of the frog when all they see
well,
is
this is the bottom. I mean, really, anything top water is that way. Why so much detail? Like, if you look at a buzzbait, why does a buzzbait have eyes on it? No, nothing's going to see the eyes. It's just going to be...
With the wind out here, gonna take the boat out. Flo says nice. Yeah, we bought a paddleboard today too.
Yeah,
I got a paddleboard! Yay!
Yeah, we got a paddleboard today too. So the wifey's happy. She's wanted one of those for a long time. In the roundabout, that's gonna be a whole nother fishing game changer for me here. Pond hopping and things like that. Wind won't be so much of an issue. I'll be able to carry tackle on board that I like because it's got 3 tackle boxes built into it, plus the battery box. Comes with the trolling motor, the seat. I'm even going to get the carrier for my truck, so I just roll it right up in the carrier. And when I take it out, I just roll it right out of the carrier, let it roll down to the water, fall over, put the trolling motor in, the batteries in, tackle in, rods in, camera gear, and Bob's your uncle.
Basho says I got a 14-foot Illumicraft with an 8 horsepower.
Sweet! I've got a 17.5-foot bass tracker outside with a bad lower unit. So if anybody in the North Florida area wants to help me with the lower unit, please reach out to a brother. I don't know what the deal is.
He has a trolling motor for it.
Yeah, I never got a trolling motor. So I mean, technically I could take my bass boat out and just troll.
Basho has the trolling motor with the Illumicraft.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Lumicraft's a good boat. I like aluminum boats. You can beat the hell out of them. You don't have to worry about scratching them. And that's the thing for me, like owning a brand new boat, I don't think I could ever do it because I always say I'm just going to screw it up. I'm going to scratch it. I'm going to ding it. I'm going to dent it. I'm going to do things to it. It's a tool, and that's what it's meant to be. The fiberglass stuff is just, you go blow across Lake Okeechobee and you can separate your hole.
Flo says baby ass tracker. No, it's called the Bass.
It's called the Ass Master. Ass Master. But it does say Bassmaster, but there's a little teeny tiny B. Yeah, and you got Assmaster too. So yeah, that's the name of the boat, the Assmaster 2. It was a boat given to me by my uncle. We did a lot of work to it.
Basho says it's my first boat, just boat. It is this year.
Hey, listen, my first boat was a 10-foot inflatable Zodiac with a 15-horse Evinrude, and me and my wife took that damn thing all through the Everglades with the alligators. We took it to the Intercoastal against warships during Fleet Week. We took it out in the ocean. We fished the hell out of that little John boat, or that little Zodiac, and then we moved up to a 17-foot jet boat, which was just dangerous. Yeah. That was just a fun little toy. I mean, that thing would take you on an inner tube to places you don't want to go. It was fun. And then she pops this word, oh, I'm pregnant. Okay, so Doc, how long can she keep driving the jet boat? And Doc was like, well, till she can't fit behind the wheel no more, which that was about 6 months. Then we moved to a cuddy cabin, 17-foot, 18-foot cuddy cabin. And my son was in the boat from the time he was 2 months, 3 months old. It was just little hands sticking out of his life jacket and the head. And yeah, we've had several boats.
Says, I'm gonna have to have a trolling motor for sale, or I'm gonna have a trolling motor for sale soon. I'm going to let the federal government stimulate me and put a new 80-pound thrust trolling motor and a 24-volt system on the Ghost Bird.
There you go.
So call us and let us know about the trolling motor, because we maybe.
Yeah, let me know about your trolling motor. Let me ask you this here, Flo. Is it foot drive? Is it foot drive? Is it 12 volt? How many pounds is it? And what brand is it? I may take it off your hands, bud. I want to get a better trolling motor for what I have. I've got a 55, or no, I don't even know what I have. 45 or 55 pound Minn Kota hand drive.
Well, he's going to 80, so it's less than 80.
Yeah, it's less than 80, but still, if it's a foot drive, I would be interested in too. I have a hand drive, which I like the hand drive because I can click it on and point it in a direction and just kind of let it go and fish. Where, like the foot drive, you always have to do something with your foot. And does it have spot lock? I want the next one I get. It's got to have spot lock. If it don't have spot lock, I don't even want it because spot lock is a whole nother game changer right there. I don't have power poles. I don't want power poles. Um, I want to get a trolling motor with spot lock. I have Navi on my on board, as you guys know, or if you don't know, I've got Navionics on board, so I can link it to that. But I would love a trolling motor with spot lock.
But if you have it, let us know.
But let me know what you have because I still may take it anyway.
Basho says they have the new beam trolling motor.
Man, they have all kinds of new stuff. I just can't afford none of it. Honestly.
We can't afford to. Flo says, my trolling motor is a foot drive motor guide, 46-pound thrust pro series, 12 volt.
Yeah, I think that's what I've got, 45.
But we have Minn Kota though.
Yeah.
But hey, we could always use it for something.
Well, no, I mean, I would. Well, let me know. Flo, call me tomorrow when you get off the water and we'll talk. Maybe I'll come down and grab it just for shits and gigs. So, it wouldn't hurt to have an extra
We need
one.
to come say hi anyway.
Yeah, we need to come down and visit anyway, if you know what I mean. You know, make a day. Fish that pond at your house that you keep telling me about. But yeah, so what else to talk about? Tomorrow's a gun show. Hopefully gonna get some new toys. If not, no big deal because we don't really need anything. Hopefully we'll find some ammo. That's been the big thing. It's not like we're out or anything and that we don't have it. I have plenty to defend my family, but it'd be nice to have a few extras to go to the range. Yeah, and do some videos for you guys because I really would like to do some videos and show you what I have and why I have what I have. Make sure you check out this week's video too if you haven't seen it on the rifle scope. That thing is really, really cool. I got a lot of great positive comments on it. I have one person that says they had the same type and gave me little tips of, you know, this might come loose and that might happen. But all in all, it's a really solid product, game changer for someone like me. It's going to make this year's deer season a whole lot better. So check that out.
Basho says ammo is so hard to find, definitely.
Yeah, it is, man. I was at Wally World the other day. Actually, I was at Wally World yesterday. Bought 2 boxes. And before that, it was like last week or so, I found 2 more boxes. Because they only let you buy 2 boxes. So, you know, I'm looking for anything. Shotgun ammo. I'm looking for rifle ammo. 22, 45, 9mm, 38. Whatever I can get my hands on. Just to put away. Because at this point, we don't know what's going to happen. You know?
Braid says, I only got 12 aluminum UV hull with a 45 trolling motor. Flo says, here's the deal. I'm actually waiting for VA Bastard to move down here. Once he gets down here, I'm going to buy the trolling motor and have him help me put it on. So I guess VA Bastard's moving down here.
Oh, that's awesome. But Flo, if you need help with a trolling motor, dude, that's something I can help you with, man.
We could do a trolling motor.
I remember I'm an engineer for a radio station, dude. Like wiring and things like that. That's my specialty. I redid my entire bass tracker. I've got an 87 bass tracker that when it was given to me, like the whole electrical system was shot. The dashboard was falling in on itself.
It's going to be a few months. I will let everyone know.
But
Coyote says, I like that scope cam.
Yeah, isn't that thing neat? That's really neat, man. And from what I hear, there's ways you can mount it to your bow. If you shoot with a crossbow, obviously you can put it on there. The only learning curve that I see, or the only issue that I see with it, is that you're used to looking through your scope when you hold your rifle, and that camera is right there. If you're using a heavy round, you're gonna bust yourself in the face. So what I was actually thinking about doing on my hunting rifle, knowing that I'm going to only use the hunting rifle with the scope, is move the scope on the Picatinny rail as far forward as I can, moving that camera away from my eye so that I can still pull the rifle up in a comfortable position and see that monitor up above. What do you guys think of that? Will moving my scope fully forward and resighting in make any kind of a difference versus having it where it is now? Or what should I do? What do you guys think?
Flo says you get first dibs. Basho says I love them guns too. Basho says scope cam is fire.
It is. It really. Now, I will say I wish I had enough money at the time to buy the one that records and takes pictures. It was like $100 and something more, and I didn't have it. But I figured, worst case scenario, I have to hunt with somebody, as you guys are probably aware from watching my channel. So whoever my spotter is in that scenario can film the screen, you know.
Basho says, I've seen a guy using that on a paintball sniper, and he goes for headshots on only. It is hilarious.
Yeah. And that's the thing. You can mount them to any scope, like any scope, up to 45 millimeter, any gun scope. And that's what I found was useful is because I have, like, my scopes are between 40 and 50 mil. I have a 50 mil sniper scope on my 22. I've got a 50 mil sniper scope on my shotgun. The scope that came with my 308 is 45, which is why I'm going to put the scope cam on it. And the one that's on the pellet rifle that you see in the video, I'm not even sure what size that scope is. It just came with the pellet gun. So, but it does the job. Any chance I can trouble you for my chocolate milk?
Sure.
Yeah. Do. Dun, 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 dun. He is beast. Oh, I hope I find something good tomorrow. I'm gonna try, honestly, to film the gun show. But to be honest with you guys, I don't think it'll work because these people are so freaking anal over, me filming myself buying a gun that it's ridiculous. Y'all like my chocolate milk? That's how you drink chocolate milk. You gotta give it a good shake though, cause Nesquik. Oh, it's so good.
I should get it on the way here. He said, Basho says, if you ever want a good laugh, just search sniper paintball headshots. It's great. Flo says, okay, good night, y'all.
Night, Flo. Have a good one. Good luck tomorrow. Hope you catch him up.
Enjoy your ride.
Oh, yeah. Enjoy your edible. Man, I think something bit me because it is itchy.
There were some mosquitoes out there.
Itchy. Well, fam, I'm going to wrap it up. Call it quits tonight. So glad you guys all stopped in. Hope everybody learned a little something. If you're watching on the replay and you made it this far, thumbs up to you because you've been hanging out with us for this amount of time. And that is awesome. So really appreciate it. And drop comments below. What was your favorite line to use? Mono, Floro, or Braid? Or do you use a combination of the three? Remember to hit the thumbs up button if you're not subscribed at this point. Well, I hope that you do subscribe because we'd love to have you around. Be sure to check out our website for all things Infantry Outdoors, our merch, our links, our contacts, everything at infantryoutdoors.com. Remember that if you want to support the show, you can always do that through our PayPal.
Thank you, Basho, for coming in. We're happy you came in. Have a great night. We'll see you this and every Friday night.
You can donate to us here at Infantry Outdoors, paypal.me/Infantry Outdoors. All donations and sponsors and advertisers will be acknowledged in all of our upcoming broadcasts and all of our upcoming shows, which, by the way, this Wednesday we'll be on preparing a crucible for metal melting. So make sure you guys check that out. The next two videos in the series will be metal melting and that kind of stuff. So hope you guys like that kind of stuff. Check it out. Like I said, we're on our way to 4,000 watch hours. We're halfway there. So if you guys want to run a playlist for us, you want to run some videos, go back to the beginning and see where Infantry Outdoors all came from, where we all started, and how we got here. So with that said, I think I've covered everything. Thank you guys all for your input and participating tonight in the chat. Next week's topic, I don't know yet. I usually post the topics on Thursday for Friday's live stream. But if you have a specialty in your field of the outdoors and you'd like to come up and be a guest, we can make a night about you and your channel and what you do and your topic. So get a hold of me. I love to have guests come up here. Also, a lot of other future guests to come up on the panels that I don't want to quite release yet, but we are in the works of getting some stuff done. So, with that said, guys, hope you had a great time. I enjoyed it. As always, 10 o'clock every Friday night, live here on YouTube. Share it out, tell a friend, tell the world. And I hope that this and all of my adventures inspires you to get outdoors. So until we meet again on Friday night or on one of our upcoming programs, I'm the Infantry. Hope you guys have a blessed night, and we'll see you next Friday. Take care.